Welcome to this special segment of the podcast where we turn our signature travel blog posts into quick listen episodes. Because we know high achievers like you don't always have time to scroll, but you do make time to reset. Whether you're dreaming about your next PTO escape or finally ready to stop postponing pleasure, this episode brings curated travel intel straight to your ears. If you want more support planning your next out of office moment, head to sunsetchaserstravelagency.com or check the show notes to connect with our concierge team. Now, let's dive in. Once you start cruising with Disney Cruise Line, you will fall in love with cruising and DCL. So, of course, you will want to book your next cruise while you are on your last cruise. Luckily, there is a great way for cruisers to book their next cruise or a placeholder cruise while on board. This exclusive Disney Cruise Line onboard booking offer allows you to book a future cruise at a discounted rate. Here's how it works and what you get. Booking onboard. The catch? You must book your placeholder before the last night of your Disney cruise. Deposit. You pay a $250 placeholder deposit for your future cruise, even if you do not know the sail date yet. Discounts. With this placeholder, you can snag 10% off the prevailing rates. It is one of the best onboard offers and benefits around. Flexible booking. You do not need to choose the exact date or itinerary immediately. You just need to sail within 2 years of the date you book the placeholder. Reduced deposit. For sailings lasting 7 nights or longer, the placeholder entitles you to a reduced deposit, which can mean significant savings. Limited staterooms. You can book up to 2 staterooms per household. If you have several adults living in the same household, you can still only book 2 placeholders. Utilizing a Disney Cruise placeholder is a perfect way to stretch your vacation dollars further and ensure more magical Disney cruise experiences. All placeholders and future cruises must be done while you are still on the ship. Why should I book a placeholder? If you are anything like me, you love cruising and you love all the Disney Cruise Line ships. Booking a placeholder on a Disney cruise allows you to save 10% on your future cruise, which could save you a few $100s when booking. The flexibility of choosing a specific cruise with a future sail date at a later time is a great way to ensure that you are getting the best value for your money. Suppose you do not have a travel agent to assist you with your Disney cruises. In that case, you can easily transfer the placeholder to Sunset Chasers Travel Agency to get our great tips about cruising with Disney Cruise Line. This means that on opening day for future sailings, you do not have to wait on the phone to book your next Disney Cruise Line vacation. When I went on my first Disney cruise to Alaska in 2017, I quickly became a Disney Cruise Line addict, and I knew the exact cruise I wanted to sail with my placeholder. The very next year, we went on the best vacation, a Mediterranean cruise. One of my favorite things about having a future sailing to look forward to is that you will not be so sad when the end of your cruise comes along. How do you book a placeholder? Booking a Disney Cruise placeholder is straightforward, but it's important to note that it can only be done while on board a Disney cruise. While sailing, you can use the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app to book your placeholder reservation. Use a credit card to pay the deposit, and you can pick up your sailing when you get home. If you have a particular sailing that you want to book while you are on board, visit the onboard sales team during your cruise and speak with a specialist to book the best cabin for you. Whether you book a future cruise or a placeholder, Disney Cruise Line will email you a confirmation 24 to 72 hours after booking. Keep this confirmation for your records. Remember that the placeholder is subject to specific terms and conditions. For instance, you must book the placeholder cruise within 24 months. There are some blackout dates that you will not be allowed to book. Also, the placeholder cruise cannot be combined with Florida resident rates, U.S. military rates, or any other special discount such as the VGT, OGT, or IGT categories. When can I use my placeholder? After reserving a Disney Cruise Line placeholder, you're likely wondering when you can use it. Since you have already sailed on the Disney Cruise Line, you are now a Silver Castaway K member, which means you can book your cruise a few days before the general public. With placehold cruises, you must call in the booking. This is when working with a trusted travel agency like Sunset Chasers is perfect because sometimes those hold times can be hours long. Monitor the available sailings and ensure they are not on the blockout list. As soon as you know which cruise you want to book, book early to get the accommodations you want. Who can book a placeholder? Booking a Disney Cruise Line placeholder is an option that is available exclusively to all guests currently on the Disney cruise. Think of it as an opportunity to look forward to your next magical adventure at sea with these simple conditions. Current Disney cruise guests. Only while you're on board can you secure a placeholder. Unfortunately, booking isn't available once you've disembarked. One household limit. Your household can reserve up to 2 staterooms with one sail date per onboard reservation. Flexible planning. You can choose your exact cruise dates after some time, allowing you to plan later. Unlike other cruise lines, you cannot buy Disney placeholder cruise deposits and give or sell them to friends or family. Can I transfer my placeholder to my travel agent? You can transfer your Disney Cruise placeholder booking to your travel agent. This is a great option because calling in a placeholder deposit sometimes requires a long wait on hold at the reservation number. If you do not have a travel advisor, contact Sunset Chasers Travel Agency today to help you plan your next magical vacation. Booking on opening day. You'll receive a confirmation email upon booking your placeholder on the cruise. If you decide to have a travel agent take over the booking, simply forward this confirmation email to them within 30 days. Your travel agent will then take the necessary steps to take over the reservation. Communication is critical. Promptly informing your travel agent can lead to a smoother transition and management of your cruise details. What if I forget to book a placeholder? If you still need to book a placeholder while on your Disney cruise, you might be concerned about missing out on potential savings. Unfortunately, the opportunity to book a placeholder, which offers a discount on future cruises, is exclusive to when you are on board. Act quickly. If you realize your oversight before disembarking, you may still have time to book it. Check with the onboard guest services promptly. Call Disney Cruise Line. Once you've left the ship, contact Disney Cruise Line directly. While they don't typically offer the placeholder post cruise, other promotions may be available. If a placeholder is no longer an option, you still want to make sure you are getting the best rate for your cruise. Sign up for alerts. Keep an eye on Disney Cruise Line's special offers by subscribing to our email list. Book early. Disney releases its sailings about 16 months in advance. If you book early, you are more likely to get a great price for your vacation. Book last minute. The final payment for Disney Cruise Lines is 120 days before sailing. If the ship is not sold out or close to sold out, they will sometimes offer guaranteed room discounts. With these rates, you cannot pick your own cabin, but the savings are great. Missing out on a placeholder isn't the end of your Disney cruising adventures. Stay informed about other promotions and consider planning your next booking for potential savings. Are there blackout dates for Disney Cruise placeholder cruises? When you book a placeholder on a Disney cruise, you're looking forward to enjoying a future vacation with the benefits of a special offer. However, it's vital to note that there are specific blackout dates when your placeholder may not be applicable. Blackout dates are specific times when the onboard booking offer isn't valid. For instance, high demand periods like holidays or special events often fall under this category. They vary by ship and itinerary, and Disney regularly updates these dates. You'll want to check in advance to ensure the cruise you're eyeing isn't during a blackout period. Here's a brief glimpse at how blackout dates generally look. High demand seasons around Christmas, New Year's, summer vacations, and inaugural sailings. Specialty cruises, themed or unique itinerary cruises, certain ships and itineraries. This can change per ship, like Disney Magic or Disney Dream, and the specific destinations they cover. Always confirm with Disney Cruise Line directly or through your travel agent to avoid surprises. It's a good idea to periodically review these dates, which can be found on Disney's official website. Tip: if your preferred dates are blacked out, consider exploring other exciting itineraries or seasons where your placeholder can unlock savings and make your cruise dream a reality. Can I use a placeholder in a concierge room? You can use a placeholder to book a concierge room for a future sailing trip. However, you will not receive the 10% discount. If you want to sail concierge for your next Disney sailing trip, skipping the placeholder and working directly with your travel advisor is easier. Can I use the placeholder on guaranteed rooms? You cannot use the placeholder for guaranteed rooms because it is a special discounted rate. Many times, these rates need to be paid in full, and you will not know your stateroom location until closer to the cruise date. What if I cannot cruise within 24 months? If your plans change and you cannot set sail on a Disney cruise within 24 months of your placeholder, you must know your options. If you do not book a cruise within 24 months, your Disney Cruise Line placeholder reservation will expire. This means you would forfeit the benefits associated with the placeholder, such as savings and reduced deposits. Remember, the clock starts ticking as soon as you purchase the placeholder, so consider your future availability and potential for travel when you decide to commit to this option.